the direction of diplomacy unpredictable. In these times, foreign policy and geopolitics is largely linked to geoeconomics. I have consistently maintained from here on, the economy is in many ways our strategic compass with a dominant presence as priority of foreign policy. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan has made a strategic pivot from geopolitics to geoeconomics. This has made economic diplomacy all the more important. Positioning Pakistan as a geoeconomic center with unparalleled regional connectivity has to come as a mindset top-down. We've had to reset the existing geopolitical mindset and embrace the importance of geoeconomics. Pakistan is the fifth most populous nation with 220 million people. Some 64% of our population is below the age of 30, and according to estimates by Forbes and the UNDP, approximately 80 million are middle class. We need to tap into this growing human capital and our abundant natural resources. To this end, at the Foreign Office, I regularly interact with our ambassadors specifically on economic diplomacy, taking their input and giving clear key performance indicators and return on investment goals. This focus on geoeconomics does indeed reap benefits. For example, I am pleased to share that as of November 2021, our exports to the UK have grown 28% in a COVID year. Also, since our Engage Africa conference in December 2019 in Islamabad, trade with Africa has gone up 7%. According to Bloomberg, this year alone, $300 million have been invested in startups in Pakistan by the US, Singapore and UAE. This is a modest beginning with a huge surge expected in the tech industry in the near future. The Foreign Minister's Honours List I launched in 2019 in fact was precisely to recognize our overseas Pakistanis for their tremendous contributions through technology and the digital landscape, etc. Make no mistake, our diaspora plays a huge role representing Pakistan's policy interests across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, connecting the economy with the future of foreign policy brings me to a critical tool of modern diplomacy, the digital sphere. Big tech, by amassing and monopolizing data, is outgrowing capitalism as we know it. By redesigning supply chains, virtual reality, and the way we think and live. It's data control that is influencing mindsets, controlling narratives, and ultimately crafting the perception game. Staying connected, staying ahead, and staying alert in the digital space is of paramount importance to achieving foreign policy goals. There is no doubt that COVID has accelerated the digital diplomacy trajectory. Diplomacy is no more singularly reliant on leadership to leadership telephone calls or state visits. Technology has never before played such a definitive role in relationships. Bilaterals, political consultations, multilateral conferences, you name it, are all happening online. Today, perception wars are won and lost on Twitter. So what better place for diplomacy than online, where you use less resources to achieve even greater outcomes in shorter amounts of time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to share that the Foreign Office has very clearly prioritized digital alliances, entering, for instance, as founding member of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia-led Digital Cooperation Organization in record time. In fact, 4 top professionals from Pakistan have joined the organization's secretariat in Riyadh in leadership positions. This is an important first step towards linking digital diplomacy with digital economy for the future of foreign policy. In this same spirit, just 10 days ago, I was pleased to collaborate with the Norwegian multinational Telenor to launch the Agri-Tech app that is connected to over 10,000 farmers across Pakistan to optimize their production and in turn our exports. Such is the nature of the digital economy. These revolutionary scientific changes are already impacting war and peace, climate change, our economies, our geopolitics, and our ways of life. Ladies and gentlemen, when we speak of the future of foreign policy and the role geoeconomics is playing, we must speak about China. Our relations with China are resilient and poised to grow further. The Belt and Road Initiative BRI, for which China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) is a flagship project, will leverage economic geography and connectivity of the 3 contiguous continents, Asia, Europe and Africa, ushering in prosperity for all global citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, we value our relations with the United States. When we speak of the future of foreign policy and the role geoeconomics is playing, we must speak about China. Our relations with China are resilient and poised to grow further. The Belt and Road Initiative BRI, for which China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) is a flagship project, will leverage economic geography and connectivity of the 3 contiguous continents, Asia, Europe and Africa, ushering in prosperity for all global citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, we value our relations with the United States.
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।